Hello everyone and welcome to the stream on today, Wednesday. Hope everyone's doing alright. Sorry for being offline for so long. There's been a bit of a organisational calamity with getting all the streams sorted, but we are finally doing it. Just setting up for the game, but we will go over to that very soon. But in the meantime, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. And in fact, in regards to the lack of streams recently, I'll just take the moment to tell you that next week I'm in fact on holiday, which is of course very nice, but because of that, I won't be able to stream, so sadly I won't be streaming next week. But the good news is that we are doing a double stream this week. I haven't actually announced this properly, but just saying it now. On Friday, we will also be streaming, which of course isn't the normal, but as I won't be streaming next week, it seems to make sense. And so the highlights video for this stream, which is just coming up, will be available this week, and it makes sense that on Friday's stream, that highlight will be available next week. But hey ho, sure everything will be wonderful. And on that note, seems to make sense to head over to the game imminently. I hope the audio's alright. If it isn't, do let me know. I will change it. YouTube is currently having a go at me for the audio, so I'm just checking that. YouTube saying the audio is funny, so let's just have a look at that quickly. And then we will of course go over to the stream. Have fun. I hope we do. Thank you, Shadow Child. We'll do our best. Just going to double check the audio, bear with everyone. To quote Tilly from Miranda, the world's greatest show in my opinion. Okay, I think the audio's fine. Do let me know if anything goes wrong, but from what I can see it's working, so I think YouTube is just having a bit of a hissy fit. So we will go over to the game, 60 seconds Reatomized. Now this one I haven't played all that much, so I'm going in slightly blind, but I think that's always the best way to do it. Let's head over to that now, here we go. It's very cartoony, but don't be fooled, this is a nuclear post-apocalyptic survival game. But don't worry, it's not Fallout level, it won't be all that. New game. Here we go. So presumably we want Apocalypse, we want the proper one. Now, oh, so I think we should be Ted. Now, oh, select difficulty. These are bombs. Wow, what are we feeling like today, chat? Little boy or a fat man? I say fat man. Let's begin our post-apocalyptic adventure. Here we go. Oh, right, okay. Oh, there's like things highlighted. Hold on a minute, I just noticed the audio was off. That's why YouTube's been screaming at me. Okay, you should be able to hear it now. Or something. Oh, those are sirens. Okay, I'm guessing that's not a good thing. Oh, right. Oh, we're putting things in here. Okay. Oh, we've got to go quick. Alright then. That's why this game's called 60 Seconds. You know, it all makes sense now. The radio? Yeah, that seems like that'd be helpful. Who's got the tuba? You're coming with me. Poison looks like it'd be helpful. Oh god. Okay, food, water. They always say you need that, I don't know why. We gotta go quick. There's a lady in that room, I'm gonna go get her. Come on. We're going. I can take the torch. Okay, light will be good. Okay, we're going. Ooh. I think the world just ended, but never mind. Oh no. Mask, okay. Day 1. What are we looking at? Well, I saved everyone. It looks like everyone's here. It's good news. What's this? Okay, we have to have a look through here. Oh, this is a journal. Okay. This is probably what most of the game is going to be spent in. Let's have a look. All of us made it into the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. Oh, well, that's good, because we got a lot of that stuff. When we opened the shelter door, we noticed some of the shelves are already stocked. Can't really say we recall putting all these supplies here, but we're definitely not going to put them to good use. Plus a gas mask. Hey, look what we found in the suitcase we grabbed upstairs. Good thing we didn't unpack our holiday luggage. I don't know. We've got a map. Well, that seems like that'd be helpful. Well, saying that, this bunker isn't that big. I don't think we need a map, but never mind. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans, we'll sleep on cans, we'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. That's not very good. And then there's barely enough water for everyone. We will have to ration it strictly. Yeah, I didn't take much water. Oh, who needs water? It's overrated, honestly. This is the best stock shelter we've ever seen. We've never seen another one, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. That's a good point in comparison. Well, I don't think we need food at this point. We do have a lot of soup, but yeah, we really don't have much water. Surviving down here is no walk in the park. It won't get easier. We're hopeful this will soon blow this will blow over soon, and life will get back to what it used to be, or else we might face dangers we've never dreamed of. They look dead. Well, that's a Geiger counter, so that can't be too good. But we're not dead, so we're doing well. I'd say a day is an achievement. It's hard to not worry considering our current situation. Some days we're still struggling to deal with this shelter life, but we can't lose hope. There isn't much going on with Ted, no trouble, nothing new. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily nothing new happened to Mary Jane today. Life is hard for all of us right now, but Dolores is in a good mood today. We hope it'll stay this way. And like the good scout he is, Timmy is making the best out of this situation. He even seems cheerful. He's quite curious right now. He seems to be examining the shelter. I don't think there's much about. Doesn't exactly think he can do the science experiment on before. Timmy's looking alright. It looks like the area is still irradiated. Going to the wasteland right now is unsafe unless you don't mind getting sick. If you wait for the radiation to go down, then you could do an expedition for more water and food. That might be a good idea. But I mean, Timmy seems quite enthusiastic about the trip. So why don't we just send Timmy out? You know, he's a young lad. He should get some survival experience by this point. Very difficult to prepare for unseen consequences when you don't see them coming. Well, they are unforeseen by definition, so that does make a lot of sense. We can't say we're prepared for what happened. I want cake. Well, this is the apocalypse, you can't be fussy. Sounds like a radio. Well, Ted hasn't shaved. If he gets sick, he can't heal him. Well, I mean, little Timmy, he's a young lad. You know, he's fit. Not in that way, but, you know, he's healthy. So if he gets sick, he'll just fight off the virus. It's fine, don't worry. He'll be alright. He's got a map. Hello there. It's always one of the most difficult things to reply to when you're a streamer, it's funny. Remember me? I do. You're in fact very featured on the channel. Anyway, what are we looking at? What we make of today will be our tomorrow, so let's make it right. Yeah, the usual really. And they need water apparently. Well, we've got to ration it strictly, so I'm going to hold off for that for now. It's about time we chose someone to scavenge the remains of our town in search of supplies. Who will it be? The wasteland awaits. Well, I mean, Timmy looks up for it. Look at him there. He's all curious. He's ready to look for things, so off you go, little Timmy. We'll hear from him soon, I'm sure. Dolores doesn't look too approving of her husband. It's been a while since I've seen you on YouTube. Yeah, it has. I was saying earlier, there's been a bit of a organisational calamity with getting all the streams organised. But on that note, I'll just repeat it again. This week we're actually streaming today, but also on Friday, because next week I won't be streaming because I'm away. But there will be 2 streams this week, so won't be missing out too much. Okay, let's have a look. What are we dealing with? Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. Well, I mean, he's just an extra mouth to feed. We don't need much. I mean, he can't be that useful, can he? Oh god, 1 foot in the grave. Mary Jane's fainting, and Dolores isn't going to survive much longer. Well, I guess we need water then. Well, we sent Timmy out, so we don't have to feed or water him anymore. So this is good, actually. Knock knock. This sound always surprises and confusing us. It could mean anything, good or bad, but we're always curious. Should we open the door? Yeah, kind of, you know, it's rude not to let people in. Equivalent of ghosting, you can't be doing that. Oh no, Ted's not looking too good. Yeah, he's a bit ill, it looks like. He's turning green. I mean, I know you don't look too good when you're ill, but Jesus. That's got to be serious. You're literally turning into a plant. Opening that hatch was a bit risky. It seems it gave us some awful sickness. That coughing is driving us crazy. Ted is no longer thirsty. Ted became infected with something. That's not good, is it? We don't have a first aid kit, so he's just going to have to stay like that. Now, what's happened today? Knock on the door is something we take lightly. Oh, it's not something we take lightly. Yeah, the other day, when someone knocked, you know, we just let him in. I don't think they can get that story straight. So when a man came to our doorstep today, offering us a highly profitable game of cards, we weren't convinced. Is a bet of 2 soup cans in a card game a reasonable choice in our situation? Well, I mean, we don't actually have cards, so no gambling today. It's a shame we can't go to Vegas. I mean, this is the apocalypse, so Fallout New Vegas we should really be going to, but sadly I guess we can't. Gambling is a terrible habit. What kind of example is that to set to the kids? We need supplies, but we're not going to get them like that. We'd sooner rob someone. We sent that man away. Good riddance. That seems counterintuitive. You're trying to teach the children. Okay. So, Dolores is a bit hungry, but Ted is still ill, so nothing new there. And Mary Jane, nothing bothering her, so that's good. We'll give Dolores something to eat. She looks like she'd be the most competent out of everyone. Okay. That trash can of ours is getting disgusting. The good news is we don't have much of an appetite when we see it, so we're saving some food. Yet for some reason we would like to tidy this mess up. Those giant green cockroaches are a pretty good motivator. Well, I did pack bug spray and a Boy Scout book, so I mean, I don't know how that helps. Unless we like hit them with it. Okay, yeah, we'll use the bug spray. There's someone who comes with a bag and you don't take it because you get a cat and it starts to eat your food. Really? Oh, well, I'll bear that in mind. But that's later, yeah. Well, I mean, I might want a cat, so You know, cats are nice. But if it eats the food, no, we can't be doing that. That's close. Unless of those glowing bugs might have been more than to drive us out into the wasteland. Roaches are the worst, but radioactive roaches? Yikes. Basically rad roaches. Ted hasn't recovered from his illness, and all Ted wishes for are a few drops of water. Ted is hungry. Water is what Mary Jane needs most right now, and Mary Jane is quite hungry. But Dolores is no longer thirsty, so we're doing alright. Okay, rationing. Ted is quite ill, so I mean, let's give him some water. And Dolores is thirsty. Mary Jane is thirsty and hungry, but we don't actually have to feed her. So I mean, we'll just see how long she lasts. We know very little about what's going on outside. It'd be a good idea to find out more. Maybe discover if anyone else has made it to safety. The radio could help with it. And we may as well listen to it and brought it with us. See if there's any good music on the radio. Oh, Timmy's back! He's not looking too good. Oh dear, he's tired, okay, that's fair enough. But he got back, he lived! He's fine, it's alright. Let's have a look, what's been going on? We were able to get a weak signal and tap into the government's emergency announcement system. And guess what great news? The fallout outside is mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. Oh, that's alright. We were so afraid for Timmy, but when he came back from the wasteland, and is safe with us now. Despite his rather calm demeanour, Timmy got into a few fights before the apocalypse. His last victory was beating a kid named Ethan with a stick. It's quite violent. Ethan's parents were furious and invited us over to discuss Timmy's behaviour, but before we could schedule a meeting, the world went to hell. Oh, well, that's pretty convenient. Other parents can be pretty annoying. During our trip, we found their house... Oh, we actually went there! During our trip, we found their house and knocked on the door, but nobody answered. We decided to go in and investigate. These people are obsessed with tomato soup. We saw many cans in their own kitchen. Most of them were damaged, and all the tomato goodness has leaked out, but some survived. Oh, that's alright then. Good to have a bit of food. Behind the remains of their kitchen counter, we found some bottled water. It's not our favourite brand, but it will have to do. I know this is the apocalypse, but I'm not drinking anything. Anything at all unless it's Evian. I need my Evian. Oh, we got two, that's good, because we had very little water, so I'm glad we've got some. We literally were going to die, we didn't have anything. This last expedition got us thinking, maybe we could just drive away from this nightmare somehow. Of course, most of the automobiles available are completely burnt out, but if we find a solid base and scavenge enough parts, perhaps we could build a vehicle of our own. We'd better keep an eye out for those on future expeditions. I mean, my question is, where do we drive to? Like, this was nuclear war, it's not exactly a small local event. Okay, let's have a look at rationing. Ted is sick and he's a bit hungry, but he's fine. Dolores is alright. Okay, we do actually have to give Mary Jane some water now. I wanted to just cut off food and water, but we kind of got to keep her alive. And Timmy is hungry, but he's tired. You know what, I'll give him food, because he did go out and get stuff for us. Kind of, you know, makes sense. Yes, let's schedule one. I think Mary Jane's next. Just the children are the best people to send out. Today we've met a bunch of people dressed in what looks like Halloween doctor outfits. They claim to be a field hospital moving from place to place and attempting to help those hurt by the hazards of the wasteland. Their problem is, some of their supplies got eaten by something that looked like a Sasquatch. They're asking us if we have any spare hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide is not water. We can give them water, but those two things are very different. Do not drink hydrogen peroxide in place of water. Please don't. That will hurt you. That's not a good idea. No, we're not giving them anything. I had a cough. I think Ted's still ill. I mean, it's an apocalypse. You can't expect to be perfect all the time. Let's have a look. What is this scam? They're not even real doctors. No way we're giving these crooks anything. You know, they might have been real and they might have been going out to help people, but not fast, really. This is the apocalypse after all. Dolores is fine. No one needs anything, so we're going to conserve. That's the best thing to do. And yeah, Mary Jane, it's her time this time. Timmy's already been out. You know, you've got to take turns. He's still not looking too good. I mean, look at him. All his hopes and dreams, they've just drifted away. Ted's not looking too happy either. And Dolores, she's just looking at her husband. She's like, look what you did. The other day, we were in our house, it was all nice, and now we're down here. What went wrong? Ruth's going for her head. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Well, that would be good. Timmy doesn't look too good, so that's not grand. Timmy is hungry, he's tired, and he's got dehydration. Okay, we'll give him some water. You know what? And food as well. We've got to keep him in good shape, because he's the one who's always going out into the wasteland. And, you know, no, we've got to conserve. The wasteland is full of surprises. Like, they're willing to offer a lot for decent ammunition. Shall we trade? We have nothing. Never mind. Let's hope he doesn't shoot us. Oh, we've got Morse code. What's happening there? Oh no. Yeah, Ted isn't looking too good. Yeah, I think he's a bit dead. Ted, you had one job. I mean, how difficult was it just to stay alive? Dolores agrees with me. She looks very disappointed in her husband. And Timmy's just a bit fed up. Right, we could tell the stranger was disappointed, but that was none of our business. If ever there was a time to get used to life being disappointing, the end of the world is probably it. He's not wrong. Dolores would love something to eat and she won't survive without water anymore. Timmy is no longer thirsty, but there are only so many days a man can survive without food. Ted was strong, but it was too much for him. He starved to death. I thought he wasn't hungry. I thought he was alright. What happened? I guess we kind of just forgot to feed him. Never mind. Well, he's dead, so off you go, Ted. She needs water, so that's fair enough. And Timmy's fine. If they're hungry, it's not really a big problem. We have a working radio. Why not use it? Maybe we'll be able to catch a broadcast or two. I don't see a reason why not. Okay, what's going on? Day 12. What's happening? Is Ted just there now? Do we just get his body there? He's just not going. I guess so. Let's have a look. Nothing, nothing, and nothing. We could hear nothing but the annoying static. Better luck next time. That wasn't worth it at all. Dolores is fine, Timmy's fine. It's just the two of them now. And Mary Jane's headed out. She's gone to the shops, so we'll see her soon, I'm sure. Open in the name of freedom, came a shout from outside the door. It's intimidating. We weren't sure who claimed to be representing freedom, but we could hear it was a group of people, probably armed. Anyone who introduces themselves like that is probably planning to kill someone in the name of freedom. Should we open? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's let them in. You know, they might just want a cup of tea. You can do that much. I like how they're just ignoring the skeleton. Yeah, they don't care. They're fine with it. Like, these two people do not look like they're that distraught about that skeleton there. That was his father and her husband. They don't look fun. Well, he's just chilling. We regretted opening the door the minute we saw who was standing on the other side. Dark faces, rifles, and the determined look of a band of teenagers. Oh god, not youths. We're doomed, we thought. Then out of the blue, one of them asked us if we're with the Reds. We've never supported the Red Sox, so we confidently said that we weren't. The tension dropped immediately, and those nice young people gave us 2 bottles of water. That's alright then. They also told us to have no fear since Wolverines are around. Right then. We're not sure what Wolverines have to do with all this, but we took their word for it. We got 2 water. Okay, they're probably going to need... Okay, she's starving, she needs food. And you know what, we'll feed and water Timmy. You know, he's not looking too bright, so, you know, we better do well. And I'm guessing this wants us to listen to the radio again. I mean, last time, it was rubbish, so we're not doing that again. It's a waste. Oh, Timmy's looking better, that's good. He's being curious and looking about, ignoring his dead dad. If there was one thing we need to do, it's to use a radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcasts that might be transmitted in our area. It's either that, or it's strolling around outside where you can get picked up. The first option sounds a bit more sane. Well, I mean, last time we got nothing, so I'm not going to bother with that again. BBC One's not looking too good today. Yeah, they look fine. You know what, let's just give her food and water now, because she's just going to be complaining for ages otherwise. Must be Dolores. It's the apocalypse. What is that? Seems like a distant rumble, but it's getting louder. And why is everyone shaking? Oh god, it's a quake! Grab something and hold on! I'm guessing we gotta choose, like, what we're gonna say. But I'm gonna say the radio. I know I've just been saying how awful the radio is, but, you know, we better conserve it. Telephone? I didn't realise the lines were still up. This is the apocalypse. Oh no. Oh, so we lost the other 2. That's how that works. That's not too good. Earthquake or not, nothing is going to stand between us and our daily dose of radio static. Honestly. We were able to grab it before it could fall down and get smashed. Something else might be broken, but we don't know until we've cleaned this place up. That's a shame. No news is good news. There's nothing new going on with Timmy. It was alright then, isn't it? Dolores is hungry. She's still hungry. We fed her last time. But we've got loads of food, so fair enough. We had thought phone calls were a thing of the past, but so did I. After the atomic bomb obliterated everything in our little town. However, a phone booth on our street survived the bombing somehow. It seems it's ringing right now. Just send someone to answer it. Timmy seems like the best. He's been out before, he's familiar with it. Let's hope he doesn't, like, die or something on the way out. Actually, I don't care. Well, he's still there, so it's alright. What was that? When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the corner. Corner? Cooler. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. Oh. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they will get back to us. Yeah, they're dead. There's no way about it. Let's be real. Yeah, nets, water and feed Timmy. What's that glowing in your pocket, Timmy? Oh no, mutated ants! They're terrifying little Maldives. Maldives? Maldibles? Almost gave Dolores a heart attack. She wants them out. But Timmy says it's the beginning of an atomic ant farm. One of them has to have it their way. But who? You know what, let's leave the ants in, you know, they might be good. He's curious, he's looking about, we might do something good with them. Something scientific even. Oh, she's back! Again, she looks a bit tired as well, but she's alright, I'm very surprised, I must say. Oh, by the way, Mary Jane, your dad died, but don't mind that. Oh no, we lost Soup from that. Timmy wasn't allowed to keep his atomic ant farm, to their detriment of our supply stash. The little mutants scattered, devoured a whole can of soup, and escaped under the cover of night. We're relieved. They could have eaten us instead. Yeah, well, I mean, they could have eaten what remains of Ted, so I mean, it wouldn't have been too bad. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. Trust me, literally anything could make me happier than her coming back, but either way, when a man is desperate enough, any place is good to look through to get food and water. Our expedition was coming home with nothing to show for all the searching, but then they stumbled across full trash cans in our neighbourhood. One man's trash is another man's treasure. One of our pre-blast neighbours threw out unopened cans of soup. Ha! The joke's on him. If he's in his shelter right now, he's probably full of regrets. With a lawn like that, who wouldn't be? Yeah, because everyone knows in a post-apocalyptic mayhem sort of situation, your lawn's the priority. But we get soup from that, so it's alright. Oh, the irony. Or maybe a paradox, or maybe neither. A gas mask is lying in a pile of stinky garbage. Oh, well, in that case. We actually lost our gas mask, so it's good we got that back. It might sound paranoid, but we think someone followed us. Let's just hope this doesn't happen again. Oh no. Can't be good. We window shopped nearby parking lots for a vehicle that wasn't completely burnt out. Unfortunately, we found nothing of value. Maybe future expeditions will be more lucky. Well, you know, if we just head down to our local dealership, they should have one there. Get Tesla, that's what we want. Rationing. Well, now Ted's dead, like, Mary Jane has basically replaced him, so... I mean, do we really want to feed her? Like, let's be real. If anyone objects to us cutting off food from her, please raise your hand now. There's literally no one. Okay, she will not get any food from this point on. I just don't like her. I mean, her tuber was very annoying. So we're going to feed and water everyone but her. Well, Dolores is the only one. I mean, we could give her stuff, but no, we don't like her. Yeah, we should probably get... I mean, Timmy is in the best... Oh, he's not in the best condition. But he'll be alright, I'm sure. The problem is simple. If we don't wash ourselves, we'll get sick. Seriously sick. It smells really bad down here, and doesn't seem to like it will get any better over the next couple of days. How about we do something to fix it? Yeah, sure, we'll use a gas mask. I mean, it's gotta be pretty bad if you're using a gas mask indoors, but hey ho. Day 18. We're getting on. Look. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. If we can survive a little bit longer, dirty ears shouldn't be much of a problem. Just to be sure. Dibs on the gas mask. Sure, okay. Mary Jane is tired, thirsty, and starving, but I don't care. So, she's getting nothing. Even though we've got so... Okay, no, we can't do that. We'll give her a bit of food, but no water. She can be a bit thirsty. It's about time we chose someone to scavenge the remains of our town in search of supplies. Oh, off you go, Timmy. Oh, and if we take the suitcase, he can pack more, so why don't we give him a few things? Like, if we give him the gas mask, he won't be sick. And, we give him a map, then maybe he'll, you know, get more stuff. So I think that's a good idea. Okay, yeah, off you go, Timmy. Right, what's happening today? Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. He said that last time. Well, I know what I'll do. I won't be fast. When Mary Jane is tired, she becomes cranky. Oh, well, that's probably because she went out to the wasteland. Rations. Alright, we'll give you water, Mary Jane. So it's just Mary Jane and Dolores right now, so it's quite good actually. Oh, alright, what's this? A stranger pushing a rusty wheelbarrow filled with all kinds of goods stopped by today. He claimed he's a trader looking to barter for items he requires. The only thing we've got is that Boy Scout manual. We probably do need water actually. Yeah, I think it's safe. Let's give him the manual. Just because we never had much water in the first place. We got an achievement for that. More water. After making the trade, the man packed his things into the wheelbarrow and departed. Before leaving, he uttered something about a bandit activity nearby and how dangerous the area is. That's not too good. Timmy's out and about. Hope they don't kidnap Timmy. Rations. She's thirsty and hungry, so let's just give her everything. Mary Jane's hungry, but we don't care about her, so moving on. If there's anyone who can rescue us from this hellish situation, it's our government. You can badmouth them all you want, but that probably means you're either a naysayer or a commie. We're good citizens. We've been paying our taxes regularly, so we're sure Uncle Sam is coming to get us. Well, except that one time when we... Never mind. The government people are coming, and we should keep our ears and eyes open for any sign from them. Well, it's day 20. I'd hope they'd be doing something by now, so we may as well listen to the radio. Let's have a wee old listen. Oh, that sounds like we're tuned into something. Sounds like music to me, but let's have a look. We made contact. Well, that's good. The military is out there and they're coming for us. All we need to do now is wait patiently. The soldier with the boring voice was very specific about this. Help is on the way. We just need to wait for further instructions and keep our radio in working order. I hope they could hurry up. We're not going to last very long. Mary Jane is tired and hungry. But once again, Mary Jane is not getting any food. Don't know what that's meant to be, but either way. Yesterday during charades, we learnt that Mary Jane doesn't know how to spell anti-disestablishmentarianism, and it has left Dolores sorely disappointed. She insists on home, or rather shelter schooling Mary Jane a little. We don't care about Mary Jane, so how about no? That's my policy, and I'm going to stick to it. Oh, something about the radio, I think. Mary Jane made a real scene, complaining that Dolores would never be happy, even if both of her children became president, won Nobel Prizes, and simultaneously became the first people on the moon. Dolores begs to differ. She says that would be at least a little content to this scenario. I wonder if Dolores is a bit overbearing. Mary Jane is starving. We better give her some food today, or else. Mary Jane seems sleepy all the time. She has no energy for anything. Water is what Mary Jane needs most right now. Dolores is doing quite well, or she just can't find anything to complain about today. We've got a car for some reason. Well, you know what? Let's give her food, but she doesn't actually need water. She's not dehydrated or anything, so we're not going to give her that. And Dolores is fine. I think Mary Jane, just be more like Dolores. She doesn't complain about anything. I mean, we were literally just reading about how she can't find anything to complain about, and usually she does, but honestly, just be more like her. She's a lot better than you. When we heard a knock on the door this morning, we held our breath in fear, but we soon heard children's voices coming from outside. But Timmy, we decided to open up. It turned out to be the voices belonged to a pair of Girl Scouts. They used to sell cookies, but they have branched out now. They offer other items too. Smart girls. They offer a checkerboard for a gun. That seems the wrong way round. Or they offer a harmonica for a lock. That seems a bit more reasonable. But we don't have anything, so yeah, never mind. Never mind. Oh, Mary Jane's not looking too good. Well, she'll be fine. She just needs to, you know, get a haircut. And Ted is looking like he always looks like. Although the girls were very brave to walk around the wasteland like that, sadly, they didn't have anything of interest to us, so we declined their offer. They wished us a nice day and left. Oh, well, at least they were polite about it. Mary Jane is getting dehydrated, so let's bite the bullet and give her some water. And Dolores is thirsty. Only a little bit, but we'll give her water straight away. Today we were visited by a strange-looking little man who introduced himself as a trader. We're getting a lot of traders coming about at the moment. He insisted his prices are so low that it's practically like cutting his own fruit. Lovely metaphor. The least we could do was take a look at his offer, although for some reason we don't really trust him. It's probably something about him saying he's going to cut his own throat. That's pretty grim, to be honest. Don't buy something he says that. And we don't have anything anyway, so nothing we can do. Maybe he doesn't shoot us or something. For not buying his stuff. Amazon delivery really is working out nowadays. I mean, we're getting a lot of people coming around with stuff. Despite his desperate attempts to sell us all kinds of things, useless and not, we turned down the man's offer. It's probably for the better. He did look quite untrustworthy. Yeah, don't trust Amazon delivery. They're all going to con you. Time to ration supplies. Well, Dolores is hungry, so let's give her a bit of food. A group of people dressed in green pyjamas knocking on our hat is not something we anticipated. Yeah, surprise, surprise. Yet this is exactly what happened. Furthermore, they insisted they are merry men and wish to take from the rich and give to the poor. Oh, it's Robin Hood. He's popped by, okay. I wonder if he's the normal version or the Disney version. Anyway, we're pretty poor, so maybe we could make some new friends. Should we let them in? Yeah, why not? A group of people dressing up as Robin Hood, I'm sure they're trustworthy. Right. Oh, Dolores is starting to look a bit weathered. Mary Jane just looks like Mary Jane. Let's have a look, what's going on? So we had those weird people over, and they were more than kind. They gave us a first aid kit, and we spent a lovely afternoon together, dancing and singing. Then they left. You know, if they'd come like 10 days ago, Ted would still be alive, but never mind. Time to ration supplies. That's why. Dolores is fatigued, apparently. And Mary Jane is hungry and tired, and also fatigued. I didn't realise you could be both. Mary Jane has turned emo. She has. I mean, because she's the worst character. She's just antisocial. She's awful. And for that reason, we're not going to feed you today, Mary Jane. Right, what's happened today? The note we found on our door today was a real surprise to us all. It's not signed, but it says that whoever wrote it has been observing us for a while and believes we're the right kind of people. They instruct us to send a single, unarmed representative to a meeting today at midnight to find more. Should we send someone? I mean, that sounds a bit dodgy, but sure, go on, Mary Jane. If you die, I'll be more happy than sad. Oh, Timmy's back. He's alive. Oh, Timmy, so you've got a new haircut, I see. I don't know what happened there, Timmy, but he's gone for the Bob Ross style, I see. Well, you know, you do you, Timmy. You probably can't see right now, but sure, go on. Anyway, what happened? It's true, it's all true. These really are others, just like us. Alright then. We arrived at the rendezvous, unarmed and on time, and we were greeted by a friendly-looking group of survivors. They're being led by twins, a brother and a sister. He seemed to be friendly enough. They asked us some questions and promised to stay in touch. Oh, well that's got to be pretty good. Oh, here we go. We were so afraid for Timmy, but when he came back from the wasteland, it is safe with us now. That's good news. This is going to start her villain arc. It is. I wouldn't be surprised, actually. I mean, we haven't been treating her very well, but we don't like her, so it's alright. We were hoping this expedition would be successful. Too bad, that was not the case. Oh, and we were followed. Did we really not get anything? Oh, that's a shame. Never mind. Anyway. Yeah, Timmy might be a bit hungry. Yeah, I thought as much. Mary Jane is also hungry and thirsty, but I don't care. And Dolores is thirsty, so give us water. And yeah, let's do another expedition. We didn't get anything for the last one. I don't know, we keep on going on expeditions, but we haven't actually needed anything for ages, but I think it's probably for the best to get as much as we can. In these games, you're meant to hoard inventory. It's like everything. Hitman, Fallout, they're all the same. We just got to hoard everything we can get. Now, our last expedition brought news of a vehicle parked just down the street. It sure looked unique, but we never got close enough to get a good look. We're almost certain it's not a bandit trap. Perhaps we should send someone over to check it out. Well, Off you go, Mary Jane. We'll hear from her soon, I'm sure. Well, she's not dead. Once again, she foiled us. A shocking discovery. It was a dirty ice cream truck. It was a little crispy around the edges, and it was also missing wheels and some other crucial parts, but the seats were fairly comfortable. Wouldn't it be amazing to just drive away and leave this radioactive hell behind us? But again, I reiterate, where are we driving to? It doesn't seem like the sort of thing we can really do. Right. Mary Jane is starving. We better give her some food today or else. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We really need to find her something to drink. Fast. But Dolores is no longer thirsty, so that's all we care about. Okay, here's a question. Do any of us at all want Mary Jane to be fed or watered? If you do, this is your last chance. Please raise an objection now. This is your last chance. Yeah, thought as much. Okay, Mary Jane will never be fed or watered again. But Timmy will, because little Timmy's been working hard. Oh, we can't send him outside. Oh, well, to Mary Jane. Because if she dies, I'm not fast. So we're not going to give her... In fact, you know what? No gas masks. We're just going to give her the things that might let her get us better stuff. But we don't want her to actually, you know, get, like, nice things. Oh, she's left. With any luck, we won't see her again. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Let's not, to be perfectly honest. I don't know why I'm being so mean to Mary Jane. I just don't like her. She's just annoying. And she's an like we say, she's turned emo, so I don't like her. Well, everyone seems to be doing well, apart from Ted, because, you know, he's dead, but never mind. Yeah, they're all good. Although we will feed Timmy, because he does need food. He's a growing boy. We've got to give him some stuff. We've discussed everything we could and no one is willing to chat anymore. The silence is really disturbing. We should do something before we start talking to ourselves instead. Oh, that's not a good sign. Well, I mean, we don't have a radio, so there's not really anything we can do. Guess we'll just start talking to ourselves. I mean, imaginary friends are the best, so you can't really complain. See what happened. Timmy's just sat there. He doesn't look too fussed about things anymore. Dolores looks destitute. But don't worry, it's fine. There's nothing here. Maybe if you try really hard, we can hear the neighbours in their shelter. Right, well, it looks like everyone's just really tired. I can't blame them, this is the apocalypse, but never mind. Dolores is thirsty and hungry, so we'll give her everything. But Timmy's fine, so it's alright. A sleazy-looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder paid us a visit. He offered us a simple one-time deal. For just one can of soup, we get the bag and all of its contents. We can't see what's inside, and the trader gives us angry glances every time we take a step towards the mysterious bag. Should we make a deal? Oh, this is what you were saying, Shadow World, about, or Shadow Child, should I say, about the cat in the bag. But I kind of like cats. I think cats are better than dogs personally. I'm sorry to say it, but I just think they are. So, yeah, let's get a cat. Go on then. Yeah, there they are. Look at him. They're just sat by Ted. I mean, they do say cats can sense death, and I mean, if that image doesn't personify death, I don't know what does. Oh, their name's Sharikov, alright. Good on you, Sharikov. They just love life. As soon as the door closed behind the trader, the bag started to violently shake, emitting screeching, hellish sounds. Terrified, we backed up against the wall. When the beast finally escaped, it turned out to be just an angry house cat. The feline gave us a menacing look, and promptly sat down in the corner to clean itself. Its collar says Sharikov. Is that its name? Oh, and of course we lost the can because we gave it to that trader. Oh, never mind. And I kind of like cats, so I'm glad we got Sharikov on board. And rationing. Timmy will give some water too. I don't know how, we make them not tired. I guess just rest, but, never mind. Well, I don't know what this is, but we don't know violence, so that's going to be bad. Okay. We're locked up, and it's easy to grow tired of this situation. Dolores has been looking rather down for a while now. She even refuses to eat soup. How crazy is that? Well, I can't blame her, getting a bit boring, but it's hard to say if we can help her, but trying to cheer her up might be worth a shot. So what I want to say right now is, how is bug spray going to make her any happier? Here you go, darling. Here's some bug spray. You're going to love it. That is not perfume. No, don't use that. It's not a good idea. We don't have it anyway, so never mind. Sorry, Dolores. Guess you're just going to be a bit bored. Oh, Sharikov's moved. Sharikov looks happy though, so it's all good. That's what we care about. The cat is my #1 priority going from this point forward, because if something happens to the cat, I don't know what I'll do about myself. Timmy's looking a bit scruffy, Dolores is looking quite scruffy, but the cat is what I care about. Sharikov proved today that cats can be man's best friend after all. What I've always been saying. When Dolores was staring at the wall absent-mindedly, the cat tried to cheer her up by taking a nap on her lap. Aww, that's lovely, Sharikov. I know we are in a nuclear wasteland right now, but it's the little things that count, and Sharikov is just lovely, I can already tell, so I'm glad we took Sharikov on board. Never mind food rations. Dolores complains that Sharikov left its hair everywhere, but there's no denying that she seems happier than before. Oh, that's good. And they're all still tired, but Timmy's no longer thirsty, so that's something. Yeah, tired and tired. They're never going to get better, are they? Alarm! There is a group of people outside and they don't seem too friendly. We recognise some of them. They used to be in our neighbourhood watch. They don't sound too concerned with the well-being of the neighbourhood anymore, but they are very serious about angrily waving their flashlights. We need to do something before they break in and take everything we have. Well, we literally don't have anything. Oh well. Guess neighbourhood watch just comes and takes. Oh, that doesn't sound too good. Oh well, everyone seems alright. Sharikov's moved again. Dolores got a nasty injury during the fight. We hope she will be alright, but we probably need to take care of that wound. Oh, there was a fight, it seems. Now, if I had to guess, I would bet that is a reference to Hot Fuzz, because the neighbourhood watch turning into an angry fighting gang. That sounds familiar. And we actually do have a first aid kit, so we can heal her. So, it's your lucky day, Dolores. Apocalypse or not, we can't ignore our kids' educational needs. Want to bet? We've already denied Mary Jane's educational needs, so I promise you we can. Timmy has spent too much time without reading a single thing. We need to get him to read again. Otherwise, he will grow up to be an I can't pronounce that word. Analphabetical. Analphabetic. There we go. Got there in the end. I think I'm an analphabetic savage, based on that. Whatever that means. Once again, we literally have no. Why do we never have anything? We've got food, we've got water, we've even got a cat. But whenever any of these things come up, we've got nothing. Not too good. Before we move on, I want to see what's this, because I haven't had a look at this. We've got ice cream van. Okay. What's next? So, oh, these are our objectives. Okay, so we're awaiting further instructions from the military, And we're also awaiting further instruction from the Wastelanders. Friendly Wastelanders, bear that in mind. So I guess we just sit tight for the moment. And don't get educated. That is sadly something we can't do. Oh, she's back, for God's sake. Why are you not dead? We don't like you. Oh, she actually got quite a bit of stuff though. You know, good on her. Did she break the radio? For God's sake, Mary Jane, this is why no one likes you. This is why we're not feeding you anymore. You just haven't noticed yet. We don't need no education. It's a new world and schooling won't make any difference. It's all about who owns the most cans now. 1 can, 2 cans, 5 cans. That is the beginning of a downfall, I fear. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. Trust me, I beg to differ. It's a quite long walk from our house to the docks. We knew a promising warehouse in the area. It survived the blast, but the sea wave drowned half of it. We were hoping it wasn't the better half. Well, you know, everyone's got a good side, even the docks. We always thought, oh, here we go. We always thought canned soup was made in America. Apparently it's made in another country with a weird name that we didn't recognise. According to the crate's date stamp, the shipment came after the blast. Weird. That is weird, actually. We got 5 soup cans, that's pretty good. Water everywhere. And finding empty bottles to store it in was not a problem. The problem was, the water we filled them with was kind of salty. Yeah, that's seawater, you don't want to drink that. That's how you get kidney failure. And exploring the wasteland could be quite exhausting, so we stopped to rest for a bit and turned on our radio, hoping to tune in to anything else than static. So we did. We've managed to catch a frequency with some lovely songs. Those sweet tunes soon attracted a small group of friendly survivors. They stopped for a while to enjoy the music with us and were kind enough to share their water. They left soon after. We've just got so much water. And damn it, we really like that suitcase. Well, it's gone now. Oh no, that's not too good. We barely even packed anything in that suitcase as well. Our map really took a beating during our expedition. It's nearly unusable now. Well, that is not good, I must say. And we shouldn't have taken that radio out with us. The fragile old box is broken now. Well, that is kind of rubbish, but never mind. Now, it might sound paranoid, but we think someone followed us. Let's just hope this doesn't happen again. They keep saying that every time. I'm just curious as to if there's any truth to it. And Dolores complains she still can't get a good night's sleep around here. But her wounds were patched up, so fortunately, we should be alright. Yeah, she's hungry and dehydrated, so let's give her everything. Mary Jane is hungry, but we don't like Mary Jane, so we're just going to leave her be. And Timmy is hungry and thirsty, so let's give him everything. We've got so much food and water, like, we're never going to die. Which is pretty good, to be honest. You don't really want to do that. I don't think anyone can actually go at the moment, but sure, let's start packing anyway. Now, Timmy has been sitting there just staring into space. Is something wrong? Maybe it would be a good idea to have a little chat with him. I notice he does just sit there. I don't think he's breathing, so that's not a good sign. Let's have a little chat with him, as they put it. Okay, let's go. Sharakov is looking as happy as ever. I mean, Timmy doesn't look much better. But let's have a look. What's going on? Even a word or two may be enough to brighten someone's mood. Timmy seems to be better now. Really? He looks a bit, you know, out of it. Let's have a look. Rationing. Mary Jane is starving, but we'll leave her be. Dolores is Dolores, and Timmy is Timmy. They're all okay, that's good. But no one can go outside. Oh, you lazy so-and-sos. It's the apocalypse. You can't not go out just because you're a bit tired. Never mind. They're feeling optimistic as well. It really is a shame. Well, we'll just have to stay indoors. Well, everyone's still alive. Mary Jane is starving. We better give her some food today, or else. Yeah, not gonna happen. Yeah, they're both fine. Don't need to do anything. Can't see anyone who needs feeding or anything. Oh, the siblings visited us today. I remember them. They were the people we went to see at the middle of midnight. That's a bit creepy. They told us they're searching the town for a safe place that could do well as a possible camp. So far, the group has been living in a tent, but they're picking up more wastelanders every day, and they simply don't have enough space. They mentioned that a map of the neighbourhood could be very helpful in their situation. So this is basically like Fallout 4, but in a textbook version. These twins, this is just Preston Garvey coming along and going, "The settlement needs your help." Yeah, we don't have a map, so sorry guys. I mean, we do. It's just got a couple of scratches on it. It's not that bad, but never mind. Right, what's going on? I hope they don't hate us now. They could be quite useful. Unfortunately, we could not be of any help to them today. The siblings understood our situation and promised to come back from time to time. Oh well, they're being polite about it, so it's okay. Timmy's thirsty. Dolores is thirsty. And yeah, can't see anyone else? No? Okay. Remember that time Mary Jane went out to scavenge supplies? Yeah, she's done it quite a few times actually. When she got back, she had a wound on her forearm. Nothing serious, she claimed, but it looked like something had bitten her. Now that injury is looking much worse. We fear it may be infected. We have to clean it up. So an axe is one of the options. That is concerning. I know she's got, a bit of a poorly arm, but you didn't just chop it off. I mean, I would, because I don't like her, but we don't have an axe, so sadly we can't do anything. And something new. We need to share a map with the twins, so when we do that, we'll have to give it a go. Day 37. I'm surprised we've lasted this long. We really haven't had any problems. Hang on. Oh, she's gone! She went! Where have you gone, Mary Jane? Mary Jane will be fine. It's not the first time, and it won't be the last time that she's sick. She is looking a bit pale today, though. Oh, but she's gone. When Mary Jane found out she is not getting a single drop of water, she got furious. She stormed out into the wasteland, shouting over her shoulder that we'll regret this, and that she's getting her water one way or another. We are seriously terrified right now. Yeah, she's been crossed off the list. Thank God. She's finally gone. And now we can just survive happily. Right, and that means less food is needed. So, Dolores is hungry, Timmy is hungry. If I give them water when they don't need it, will they stop being tired? Because they've been tired for ages now. You know what, let's give it a go. And Dolores is confident that she'd survive outside, so you know what, why not, let's send her out. Our situation is getting worse every day. I mean, we've got lots of food. We don't need anything really. We can see the hunger and desperation in each other's eyes. No, we can't. We know a teacher from a local school rescued a bunch of kids when the bombs fell. We also know what kind of supplies are in the school shelter. As part of the community, we help stock it for an emergency. So technically they're ours, right? Should we reclaim them in our hour of need? Well, I mean, at this point I'd like to say we don't need anything at all. We need nothing. But sure, let's go, rob a school. We're entering the dark sort of territory of ethics there. Was that Bloodhound there before? I think we just killed someone. We're now richer in some supplies, but for some reason we don't feel very good about it. Let's just never mention this whole thing again. Yeah, that's, you know, probably because we just, like, killed a bunch of children. While playing in the shelter, Sharakov stumbled upon a small wooden box that was hidden behind some loose bricks. It contained some useless memorabilia and an old can of bug spray. Oh, that's good. I thought Sharakov was gonna, like, drain our food, but actually, Sharakov's doing well for us. Rations. Let's have a look. We've actually got so much food. Like, you know, I'm just gonna, like, give them everything until eventually they're not tired and fatigued, because they've been tired for ages. And Dolores, why don't you go outside and get us some stuff? And you know what, take food, because we've got a lot of that. You know, you don't have to actually starve when you're outside. Oh, Timmy's got cute. I think Timmy's alright. I think it worked. He's looking curious again. I have to say, our bunker is not looking too good, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of cracks. But anyway, let's go on. There's nothing here, actually. Wait, oh yeah, it's just Timmy now. Oh, poor Timmy's a bit on his own. Never mind. Now, Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. And, yeah, she took a soup can, but that's alright. Timmy's still fatigued. I'm gonna give him everything and just hope he gets better. Oh, it's a salesman. He's back. Oh, but his name's Willie. And he'll give us food and water. No, he'll give us food and water if we give him stuff, but we've got loads of food and water. So, yeah, let's just leave it for now. We hit the 40th day. I have to admit, I'm quite surprised. That salesman was very friendly, but he didn't have anything that was of interest to us. Nothing new to report on Timmy. Well, that's good. Soup. Yeah, just give him everything. I'm determined to make him feel better. He's been outside so many times. I mean, he deserves food. We woke up to a dripping sound today and noticed that there's leaking from the pipes. That green liquid looked innocent enough. That's a bit of a green liquid just dripping from a pipe. I don't think that could be anything good. Even after it ate through the table and the chair and the floor, patching up that pipe is probably a good idea. So I don't get how a gas mask helps with that, but sure, let's give it a go. Day 41. Sorry if my voice is going a bit hoarse. I think I might have something or other, but my voice is genuinely getting a bit croaky. Sorry about that. But we'll go on. We'll soldier on, as it were. Oh, problem solved. No leak, no mess. Back to our tiny little shelter. Well, you know what they say, shelter, sweet shelter. During one of its insane episodes at around 3 o'clock last night, Sharakov ran face first into the wall, causing a loose brick to fall out. Behind it was a cigar box with some ammunition inside. Thanks whoever left it there. Oh, I have to say, that's pretty helpful. Thanks, Sharakov. Just to hit your head more often. No, that sounds a bit psychopathic, actually. Yeah, I won't say that about Cat. Right, what's going on today? A young singer approached our shelter this morning, encumbered by 2 different guitars, a big backpack, and a weird contraption holding up a harmonica in front of his face. He asked for some supplies in exchange for a folk song or 2. Do we want to share? Well, I kind of like the idea of a song. We've got loads of food, so let's give him some soup. You know, jolly us up. Bit of music. Timmy is still looking kind of perky. His song brought tears to our eyes. With good, talented Americans like that, hopefully the times are changing for the better. The sound of his guitar kept blowing in the winds towards us as he was walking away. Our love for his music moved him so much, he even gifted us a working radio. Perfect, because ours broke actually. That was Mary Jane. Thank God she's gone now, she can't break the other one. Timmy, I honestly don't think feeding him and giving him water actually helps, so he'll just have to be a bit fatigued for now, but never mind. Oh, there's an armed and dangerous woman outside. Fortunately, she's out of ammo. She tells us she hunts the wild beasts of the wastes, and right now she's on a trail of a giant mutated spider. I'm pretty sure she's lost her mind. What are you gonna do with that spider, lady? Put it on a leash? She promises that if we help her, she will return the favour another day. Well, I don't think we need ammunition, because we don't have a gun, so... Sure, go on, have it. Oh, and, our objectives changed. We failed to share a map with the twins now. Oh, that's not too good. Yeah, have the ammo. Because we don't actually have a gun, so that's alright. We agreed, mostly because we're kind of curious of what she's planning to do with that spider once she captures it. She doesn't want to say. Maybe one day we'll find out. Well, I really hope we do, because, I mean, that costs ammunition. And like the good scout he is, Timmy is making the best out of his situation. He even seems cheerful. He's still fatigued though. Well, there's only so much he can do. Someone paid us a visit today. It wasn't... oh, pardon me. It was an overly cheerful, red-haired woman, accompanied by a grumpy-looking mercenary type who was probably her guard. She told us she was a trader, and eagerly showed us the items she'd brought along. This is Moira from Fallout 3. They really are big on their references in this game. We have nothing, so sorry about that. When he wanted water, we've got plenty of that. But sadly she doesn't. I mean, Fallout 3 takes place very heavily around getting water, so I'm quite surprised, but never mind. It was hard to turn her down because of that damn cheeriness, but we did it anyway. The woman seemed a bit disappointed, and tried to offer us schematics for some weird gun. We turned that down too. It's not like we have any tools around here anyway. Yeah, that straight it up is just like Moira from Fallout 3, there's no way about it. And we can't leave Timmy without water for too long. That's a good point, let's give him some water. There you go. And Sharikov is still a fresh addition to our little family, so we need to keep an eye on it. And believe it or not, just today we noticed something else on its collar. It seems to be a metal plate with an address on it, and it's not far. Should we take a quick trip and see what's there? No, I don't think that's a good idea. You know, that could be literally anywhere, so probably not a good idea. The end, what? Did we do something right? What's going on? The end. The cat made a choice to stay here and we'll respect it. Truth be told, if the previous owner cared about the cat at all, they wouldn't have let it run away. Maybe they weren't very good people. Maybe they weren't very alive after the nuke dropped. Either way, very careless. Even if they're dead, like the cat's a priority. And a pair of strangers, probably bandits, searched the remains of our house above. We overheard them talking. One of them mentioned they captured a woman whose description matched Dolores. We don't think they will let her go. Oh no! Oh, they got her. That's not too good. And Timmy is no longer thirsty. These are our final words, and our advice goes to anyone who reads this is obscured writing. We held out for 45 days. Oh, well, that's a shame. Didn't do too well. survived a long time, I'd like to say. You perished. Oh, never mind. We gave it our all. End our adventure. On that note, we've been streaming for an hour and a quarter, and I know we've only done one game of this, but my throat's genuinely got so scratchy, I might have to actually end the stream here. I'm so sorry. Now I mentioned, just a few minutes ago, it's getting quite croaky. It's genuinely gotten really scratchy, so I might have to end the stream here. But thank you regardless, everyone who joined today. Sorry it's been a bit shorter, but my throat's just decided to die. Like I said earlier, we will be back with any luck on Friday, so I hope to see you again then. But thank you all for joining us today. It's okay, don't worry, thank you, Luna. It's good to hear that. But yeah, genuinely, my voice, I don't know what happened. I was fine, give or take, like only 2-3 hours ago, but suddenly my voice just started getting a bit scratchy, actually before the stream, and I wanted to, soldier on and keep going, but I guess, my voice just died, so hopefully with any luck it'll be better by Friday. But either way, I think today's stream was pretty good regardless, so on that note I will say final farewell for today, but we'll be back on Friday, and I hope to see you there. And until then, have a good one. Or something or other.